Hey, how is everyone? If you're new to the channel, thank you for showing up and watching any of my videos. Sorry, I just got a text message, so that's why I looked up. I really need to stop making hand motions that are not on the screen. It's a habit of mine. You'll see it in pretty much every video I do. Like, I'm fucking doing it right now. Good God. Anyways, yeah, welcome to the channel if you're new. As you can tell, I'm not a professional, and I enjoy doing reviews. Today is another review. Yesterday, I don't know why I'm saying we. Yesterday, I finished a show on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I like cough. I'm still getting a message again, so I'm looking at that. And then, I had to intake and my breath. I had to breathe, basically, and this just got a weird tongue-tied thing going on. Anyway, so I think it's a Netflix original is what I was trying to say. It is a foreign drama, Korean, I believe, called Rookie Historian Gu Hae-ryung. I probably butchered that pronunciation, so I apologize to everyone that cares. Anyway, so as you can probably guess by the title, it is about ye olde times. I don't know what the times. I immediately forget the dates, even if they state them in shows. Just immediately over my head. But it's in the historical times. I don't know if it's just based on that time period or if it's a true story. I don't know. It didn't say anything about a true story, as far as I know. Anyway, so it's on Netflix. It was 20 episodes, which I was surprised. I think every episode's about an hour long, maybe a little bit more. And as you can guess by the title, it is about a girl who wants to be a female historian. They're finally welcoming female historians for the first time into the palace. If you don't know what a historian is, basically is the way they portray it. I don't know all the duties, but just the main duties essentially is your job is to record everything that's going on. So they go to the meetings and all this thing and write everything down as it is said. You are not allowed to show your, I'll say note because I don't know the actual word they use, to anyone that is not another historian. It is against the law, I believe, is what they state. So basically, she is one of these historians. She manages to get in. And it's also about it's a romance, by the way. This guy she meets who is not what he seems, but it's pretty much stated in the first episode, as well as the trailer. There is a trailer. That he is secretly one of the princes, and him and her kind of end up in a relationship. At first they don't really like each other. But, so he's a prince, and she's, I think she's a noble. She's not a commoner, but she's not like a super duper rich noble. But you can tell they have money to go out drinking if they want. She has some nice stuff. It's not like a lot of the nobles you'll see in these type of dramas, at least personally when I've watched these dramas, is there's a lot of fine silks and beautiful gowns. There's not a lot of that in her house, but you can tell they're not commoners. They have a little bit more money than commoners, but they're not quite up to the noble standards is what I'm thinking of. Anyway, she is 26 years old. And of course she's not married. And I think she states she would rather be the old woman, like the old spinster or something, than get married. Just kind of wants to live with her brother, read books, maybe become a historian later on in the show, Anyway, so it's about her and the other female historians and the stuff going on in the palace, and there's a lot of political intrigue and some of their daily life and how they have to struggle to be treated. They kind of pick on them a little bit. And it actually goes to the extremes in certain places. But, I really liked it. I'm a bit of a sucker for these period dramas. Which is... Korean period dramas are the only thing I kind of really like. Otherwise, I'm not really interested in, historical things. I would much rather prefer things to be in modern day-ish. Or if they're going to do historical, kind of I don't like historical, I like historical fiction, or maybe a parallel or a take of parody of historical events or something, not like the actual, this is a true tale type of thing. Like, that doesn't interest me. I don't like it. Anyway, but it's mainly like a romance, touch of comedy, drama. Anyway, it's pretty good. I watched this show. I wanted to check to see how many episodes there are because I'm a curious person. But I stopped myself because I'm like, no, because this is going to be a long-ass drama. You know, it's probably, because a lot of the shows I watch, I'm like, I wonder how many, it's always historical, they're always like 50 plus episodes. I'm just like, oh, don't you fucking dare, because then you're not going to be motivated to watch the episodes. So just write it out. And then we got to the last episode, episode 20, it said finale. Because, you know, it's like episode 3, episode 9, episode 10, and then it says episode finale. So I was like, oh, wait, this is the last episode? Wow. So there's only 20 episodes. So, like, I watched it. It's really good. There's a touch of mystery in there towards the end. Like I said, it's mostly focused on her. You do switch over to the prince occasionally. And some side characters and what they're doing. So you, I guess what would it be? Third person? So first person's from your perspective. And third person is kind of like, we'll think of like a narrator watching all the other characters do shit. You're not focused on one particular character from their point of view. You're kind of like an overview, switching to characters is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I really liked it. I'm trying to think if was there anything I didn't like, or there are some cool moments. It did kind of remind me of one of my other favorite shows, Dong-yi, where there's a little bit of mystery and she's got to like Nancy Drew a little bit, even though it's not her fucking job. Anyway, and it also, I think it was talking about in another review how they have scenes where they just, I think was I doing the review for like I think it was my last one actually before those Dances with Devils, the anime. I was talking about just, they're searching through the room and they just throw shit everywhere. Like, they don't set things aside and make it look like they're not there. Just be respectful of people's shit. They're just, they're literally flinging things everywhere. And just, I don't think I could ever do that. Like, be an actor and do that, or watch someone do it, because I would be fucking laughing at how ridiculous it is. Because, like, they are going ham at throwing shit. Like, they're going for it. Like, I don't see them chucking vases and shit, but it's always like papers, books, parchment, just easy shit to throw usually. Like, they're not throwing like vases or anything like that. They occasionally throw people to the side though. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so it's on Netflix, 20 episodes. I would definitely check it out. As for How I Am, I think we're okay. We might have had a bit of a scare. Because my dad, for the past couple of days, he hasn't really had an appetite. He's had aches. So my mom told my sister. My sister's like, those are signs that it's possible he could have COVID. You might want to get him tested. And of course my dad's like, dude, like it's just like, I don't know how. Like we're really fucking confused. Because he hasn't really been eating the last couple of days. He hasn't really, like I gave him some crackers, bananas, some water, you know. And maybe he'll have like a glass of iced tea or something. But for the most part, he's not really eating food. Like, it's kind of like snicky snacky occasionally. So a little bit of a loss of appetite there. And aches and pains. But he just had surgery. And I think he's what, in his 60s? So it's not that unusual for him to have aches and pains. And other than that, he has like a cough or something. But we're going to see how he does today, because we tried to, like, book an appointment, because we don't know if you have to, like, book an appointment, or you just show up at the ER. My mom had also heard that you're not supposed to do this. If you have signs of COVID, you're supposed to call, or something like that. But they're all booked up, and the fucking car won't start for whatever reason, even though it's a relatively new car. So we're going to see how he does today, and then tomorrow, take him in to get tested, see how he is. So, like... I think we're okay, but I also don't know how he is. So I'm a little worried at the very least, but I'm hoping it's just, like, maybe he just has a sore throat and that's why he's coughing and he can't really sleep that well, you know. That it's just like like maybe just a sore throat, or, just something simple that you can just get over in a couple of days, rather than like this thing that's literally tearing the world apart at the moment. Because scary things. So I don't know how I feel. I'm a little nervous. The rest of us are okay for the moment. And my next review, I'll probably do an update to tell you, does he have it or not, and if we're okay, that kind of thing. Anyway, if you liked the video, please consider liking the video. If you have, things you want to discuss, maybe you want to recommend something for me to watch, comment down below. And if you, for whatever reason, I don't know why, may consider checking out other videos or subscribing. Anyway, I hope everyone else is doing okay, and I hope we're all okay.